What is going on, guys? KrysticGames here. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. We are glad to have you. Today, you know what day it is. It is Monday, so it's time for our Monday chill commentary. Today's little topic is, if you could go back in time, would you change anything? Like, if you could go back, what would you do? What would you change, if anything at all? I feel like we've all been asked this question at least once, right? In our lives, like, hey, if you could go back, would you change it? You know, that was pretty traumatic, or would you do something different, or whatever. And right off the bat, I guess I'll say, if I have to give a solid answer without going too much in it, I'll say no. I don't think I would change anything, right? Even the bad stuff, because they got me where I'm at today, right? And I'm not even talking about where I'm at today. I'm talking about mentally where I'm at today. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, you could be, like, I understand you could be well off and everything like that, but your mind could be real messed up. You know what I'm saying? But like the kind of peace and the no worries, not like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, no walking on eggshells type of feeling. And it's like kind of leading me here. You have to know what that feels like for it to feel good, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be some dark for you to even see the light, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would I know this feeling, and how could I appreciate it if I didn't feel the opposite way? You know what I mean? If I didn't feel those bad feelings. So I don't know, I'm kind of grateful for it, but that's just my type of view. And of course, now we know people's true intentions. We know how things turn out. So obviously, if I were to go back, I would want to, you know, let myself know, like, hey, avoid this person, avoid that situation, don't go to that place. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like we're all just a product of our past experiences, and that's kind of wild to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we really like ourselves, or are we just like a jumbled up mess of past experiences? You know what I'm saying? Putting it towards like games or even movies, like, it's kind of wild how we go on our little side quests, right? But we all have our main story, right? And we think the side quest missions are our main story at the time, because we don't know any different until that side quest is over and you're back on your main quest. You're like, wow, that was a side mission. That really, you know, yeah, I learned a little bit, just like you do in a game, right? Like, you go on a side mission, you get whatever, you get more weapons, you get better armor or whatever, you get more experience in the game, so that when you go back on the main mission or the main game, you're better equipped to handle the official main story, because you did that side quest. Oh my gosh, let me cook. What up? What's going on? But yeah, so that's kind of how I'm looking at it, you know, because that kept on coming up on my mind. Like, if you could change something from the past, would you? And oh my gosh, that made me think of that Merida quote. Like, if you had to change your fate, would you? I couldn't help but think, like, man, that was really a side mission, like, in some parts of my life. Like, I could even go as far as to be like, that didn't matter at all. Like, I wasted so much time. Well, I could have been doing something else, right? My biggest regrets are things that I should have done rather than things that I did already. You know what I mean? Like I should have just kept going with this YouTube thing when I first started in, like, I don't even know when it was, 2011, 2012. You know what I'm saying? Like, how far I would have come, how much I would have learned. But I mean, it just didn't work out that way, because why? I was on a side quest. You know what I mean? And I had to be on that to get to where I am today. And I feel like we all have our little side quests, right? That we don't know we're on a side quest. Maybe somebody on the outside will be like, man, I feel like you have more potential than where you're at, but you look pretty comfortable there. But I just, you know, maybe someone on the outside could see it, because I certainly couldn't see it when I was inside. You know what I mean? Like, like when I was on that side quest, I didn't know. I thought it was the main story. You know what I mean? Then I got yanked out of that, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, that was hard, but now I'm better equipped to handle my main story. Like, I'm ready to take over the whole game. You know what I mean? I feel like you have to have those bad experiences in order to have the good experiences, in order to appreciate the good experiences. It's kind of like that saying, like, you can't have light without a little darkness. You know what I mean? How could I appreciate this peace that I have now if I wasn't like walking on eggshells all the time back then? You know what I mean? Like, like, I do not take it for granted now, every second of peace that I get. and that I have, right? Because I just didn't have it, you know what I mean? And like just the constant battle like that was in my head, it's just cleared, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if I didn't have that, I wouldn't appreciate it now. I wouldn't even know I'm at peace now, you know what I mean? And there was that point where I think I touched on it last Monday, but you get so used to the chaos that you're kind of looking forward to it, expecting it, and you're comfortable in that chaos because it's what you know, it's what you're used to, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you get a car that has a backup camera and then you go into a car that doesn't have a backup camera. You're like, whoa, what is this? You know what I mean? Like you don't realize how much you appreciate the backup camera until you have a car that doesn't have a backup camera. You're like, oh my gosh, this is a new world. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the kind of the same thing, and that's how I feel. I'm like, this is a new world. Like, what? And it's the same kind of thing with that backup camera. You feel uncomfortable. You're like, right? You're like, I can't back up without a backup camera. What is this? It's kind of the same thing. It's like, whoa, I can't live life without some chaos, without things going wrong, without me messing up. Let me mess something up real quick so I can go back to being normal. And I've come to the point where now I expect peace. And any little thing that kind of disrupts that, I check it right away. I check it at the door. Like, it could be like a thought in my mind. It could be someone's like texting me and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. Let me check what's going on. Just like, what's the vibe? You know what I mean? Now I'm just like, hey, I'm not at peace right now. What's going on? What is happening? You know what I mean? Like, why am I not at peace? Something's weird. You know what I mean? Let me try and see what it is so I can get back to my comfortable, which is uncomfortable. Because now I'm just comfortable with the uncomfortable. I'm comfortable being awkward. I'm comfortable not fitting in. I'm comfortable, you know, acting silly. You know what I'm saying? Making jokes. Like, like I'm just comfortable being myself, you know? And I used to not be comfortable being like that. You know, I used to be always wanting to be, you know, you kind of always want to fit in and be cool and be what people expect you to be. It's when, you know, and now I'm just myself and I don't really care, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like before I went on like a side quest, my mindset was kind of the same. If you hear my Monday Chill commentaries from that time period, my mindset's kind of the same. I just have more experiences, right? And more learned behaviors, right? And taught behaviors and how to adapt and everything like that. So I think it's kind of cool how we all kind of grow up like that and we never stop. And we all grow up on different phases. Like right now, I could get life a little bit better, right? I'm focused, I'm clear-headed. Somebody else might not have that right now. They might be going through something else in a different time period, you know what I'm saying? And just like someone maybe older than me or went through more than me has a different level of understanding. And maybe I'm looking to them, right? And being like, wow, they got it hard or whatever. And then a few years from now, I'll get it, you know, and be like, oh, wow, I understand your point of view now. That's kind of wild. It's just like our past experiences determine what we are today. And I feel like that could be a bad thing and a good thing. For me, I don't know. It's just because I'm kind of just like a cool, kind, chill person, right? If you think about that, a lot of people can look at that as a weakness, right? And in a sense, like you got to learn that it kind of is, right? If you wear it on your sleeve too much. And that's just kind of something that I had to learn, you know, because people can see that and be like, oh, this guy's nice. He's a nice guy. He's always going to be nice, right? And do whatever I want with him, you know. You don't want to be like that person, right? But you don't want to be a jerk either. So you kind of have to find that middle ground. And I wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for past experiences where it was kind of that way, you know. So it's like, yeah, that was a bad experience, but turns out I'm just better for my main story, right? I'm better for the main mission, right? Like, okay, I'm glad I learned that on a side quest so I didn't have to mess it up on my main quest. You know what I mean? So it's kind of different and kind of cool if you think of it that way rather than, oh, I wasted how many years of my life with that? Like, nah, it was a side quest to get you more armor, right? To get you more experience, get you more weapons, right? So that way when you hop on the main quest again, the main road, you're better equipped to handle anything that comes at you. Wow, I'm cooking right now. Man, this Monday Chill commentary is going, right? Yeah, so that was heavy on my mind. It's kind of wild because I have felt the past maybe a week or so where I'm like, wow, I was really on a side quest. Like, what? Like, I really, like, that didn't matter. And it's kind of wild, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of wild. I'm not going to lie. Life's kind of wild, you know what I'm saying? When I was talking about the nice guy thing, it's like, I used to think, like, everyone was nice, right? or everyone had the capability of being nice, right? And everybody does. So when someone uses that as an excuse, like, oh, my past experiences, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta give me a break. It's like, okay. And I used to think like, oh, it's not their fault, it's just because of their past. But it's like, at a certain point, like, you make your decisions, right? Your past is your past, and you make the decisions from your past. If you haven't learned, then you haven't learned, then you made the wrong decision, right? Sometimes I had to learn things more than once, right? That was my decision, and it probably wasn't the right one, right? But I made it at the time. I was just trying the best that I could at the time that I had with the tools that I was given, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what everyone's doing. And at one set, we can't blame them because of their past experience. But on the other side, it's like, bro, we're all doing that, right? That doesn't give you the right to do bad, right? It doesn't give you a free pass. I don't got a free pass. You know what I'm saying? Where's my free pass? We all got to deal with consequences of our actions, right? Whatever that may look like. And I feel like those consequences are good, and then we go back to our main storyline. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever done something without a consequence, no matter how small, right? That's just the way it works. You know what I'm saying? I feel like stuff gets to you eventually, and I feel like now it's more like a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? Everything is just peaceful. I'm telling you, once you get to that spot where you're like, bro, everything is truth, and you just walk in truth. And I feel like once you grow out of the distraction phase or the needing phase, I need this, like I need validation, or I need not to be alone, or I need this amount of things, this amount of clothes, I need to look a certain way. Like once you get past that, it's like, bro, it's the best feeling. I'm telling you, and no one could just sell you that, right? It's kind of priceless. I think experiences are priceless. Everybody learns it, and everybody learns it at their own pace, and that's just something money can't buy. I wish it could. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could just give this to you in like a package, you know what I mean? Like, here, go see what it feels like, But then I'm like, what it took to get here, to get to this mindset, like back and forth, is pretty wild. Like you gotta experience it for yourself rather than just me giving it to you. It's kind of like a game. Some things you can buy, right? Some like extras you can buy, but some things you have to grind the game for to actually earn it. And once you earn it, you're like, oh yeah, I can breathe now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was hard. Y'all let me know if y'all would change anything. I would not change anything, no matter how much I wish I could. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause everything in my life is kind of linear, right? Once it goes, it's like it won't be seen again. You know what I'm saying? Like once I get on that main story quest, a lot of things kind of fall off behind me. You know what I mean? Nothing comes circling back around, right? It keeps circling back around in my mind. Like I was saying, if there's something that's not peaceful in my life, I gotta figure it out and I gotta drop it. You know what I mean? No matter what it is. If something is not helping me in some way, mentally, physically, spiritually, it's gotta go. I feel like that's just it. It could be something easy, like some type of dessert or something, or it could be something big, like it could be people, places, things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know why. I don't know what kind of flip happened, but I'm telling you, it's just past experiences. And I wish I could just show you and give it to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, here we are back again on our main story quest. I'm glad to be with y'all. And if you enjoyed it, leave a like. I could talk about this forever. But that's the Monday Chill Commentary. You know what I'm saying? That's where we vibe out and just chill while you watch a gameplay, cool music, and yeah, we just talk about a random topic. Let me know what you think in the comments, and like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. We do these every Monday. Just chill out, because Monday's the hardest day of the week. I'm yapping at this point, so I'll go ahead and leave y'all to it. Y'all have a great rest of your week, great rest of the day. And once again, my name is KrysticGames, and I'm out. Peace.